Welcome to episode 14 of Joe vs. Al in Dwarf Fortress. The great book race is on as we struggle to make our libraries make books. It's a little more difficult than we expected. We get some artifacts, talk about possible Dwarf Fortress stockpile pixel art, and of course Al babbles about nonsense. Joe kicks off this week, so let's head over to his fort now.
So, you were saying earlier that you think this is going to be the final episode, that you are going to have as many books as you need by the end of your, let's say, 45 minutes, approximately, of playtime.
If not, what I was saying is if not this, then definitely this is the penultimate.
Guys, you're not going to have to search, you're not going to have to suffer through this nonsense anymore, Joe's working on getting it done.
Here's the question. If in this session we both hit 100, who wins?
The person with more?
Okay.
Isn't that what we decided ahead of time?
I forget. I have no idea. I think we did decide something, but I don't remember.
Yes, I think the person, if we are both at 100, the person who has beat it by the most. What happened with Dreadful Raunches? He created something cool?
I have 5.
I have like 15 or so?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That guy's hurt. I'm not sure what he's doing. Al has pneumonia.
I do have pneumonia, yes. I may be a little lower energy or quieter this week. I'm on the end of it. Like, I don't need... By the time you hear this, I'll be on to some other sickness, because this is just the year of Albert being sick. But,
seriously, well, do you think it's been recurring pneumonia? It has been mostly coughs and throat stuff, right?
I don't know.
Like, I built traction benches. I might be able to repair my dwarves.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my pneumonia.
Yeah, I built you a traction bench, Al.
Don't think that's going to help. The weird thing was, we recorded some Minecraft stuff on Friday, and I just had like a tickle in my throat, and I was like, guys, I just like had something go down the wrong pipe. And I went from there and got a rabies shot, and I think the rabies booster kicking all my immune system into high gear, my immune system was like, there's something in his lungs. Get it out! Get it out now!
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how a lot of stuff works, is your immune system just sort of kicking into overdrive when it's not needed. That's what allergies are.
I mean, with all the screaming and stuff.
Oh, I mean, but not like vocally, obviously, but yeah, your immune system overreacts to stuff. You didn't know that?
So I got a human caravan coming in.
Human caravan! Well,
I might be able to buy some books.
I hope you can. Neither one of us has gone into the, like, dialogue screen and requested more books, which I think... I don't know if I've gotten that screen lately.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that in a while.
I don't know if they changed that, if it's a bug, or if we just haven't
No, it's here.
It's
only once a year. When the dwarf people come is the only time you get that.
Yeah.
And that's once a year, and that's a decent amount of playtime. It's popped up. I mean, as the editor, I've seen it.
Okay. Let's see. There's much to discuss. This guy's going to tell us about the world.
Thank you. That was very... Okay. Uh-huh. I know I mention this every time it comes up. So now the humans, because I think we're a little more established, are also sending emissaries. That was actually a human.
Uh-huh, right.
That's why there was no trade attached to that. I know I mention this every time those screens come up, but I love the fact that you have to hit escape sometimes and A sometimes. It's just absolute mayhem as far as what you're supposed to do.
How does anybody ever figure this out? Is that wagon just parked there? Usually it disappears as they unload.
This?
No, in the spot. Look, in the middle of the flashing.
Yeah, I see it.
It doesn't usually happen that way. Your mayor got reelected, by the way. You beat that corruption charge.
It's possible they don't have as much stuff as normal.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Possibly the stuff covers it, maybe? Because all of a sudden you get all these things flashing, which I think is it trying to cycle through everything on the square.
Yeah, that could be.
I don't know. He's storing item in a bin.
That's fine.
Let's do some trading. Oh, wait, are these people mad at me?
Which people? The humans?
Who did I botch trading with? The dwarves? Does that carry over? Are they like, this guy, this fort, they're going to try and screw you here?
I don't remember. I think maybe they just didn't,
I couldn't know who it
maybe
was.
That's why there's not as much stuff. They're like, don't go to that fort. And the guy's like, maybe they'll buy some things from me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I've got these quarry bush leaf roast. You can't get anywhere else. If you want those quarry bush leaf roasts, you have to come to me. The masterpiece quarry bush meatloafs.
You have one of those proprietary recipes that you, like, only 3 people in the world know.
Yes. First you chop the quarry bush leaves. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I really want to see what this guy's dealio is.
That's not how that
He's
goes.
winded. First, to get his right lung and his right hip are injured. Interesting.
They think that happened at the same time? Because they are on the
Lung
same
into
side of
hip?
the body, but they're not, like, close.
Not like thrown up against a wall or something.
guess.
I mean, why is the trader requested a depot? He went from. Oh, he's my mayor. Crap. Is that going to cause problems?
He's just got to drink, man.
He just had to haul. He should have hauled and then gotten here.
He'll get there when he gets there.
Listen, smart guy. None of your c'est la vie attitude.
Je ne sais quoi. Croissant?
Nailed it. Is this him? Oh, that was an eerie laugh.
Yeah, that's like the worst part is that, you know, the sickness has my lungs essentially filled with, like, gravel and snot, so my laugh sounds weird.
Codex?
It's like lung snot, though. It's not like I've been dripping, it's...
Alright, this is not... Yes, the surveying staff. Woo. Fact or fiction?
Negezbo Doombold. My life.
My life. Will there ever be a rainbow? I do actually want to see if they have... I don't know what it is.
What are you looking for?
To make casts.
Oh, plaster? No?
It's like gypsum? Oh,
That might have been it. I'll pop open the old wiki and see if I can find it.
And of course, cheese. All the cheese. Oops, those are quivers. Well, let's do this. Yeah. I can certainly just take the entire caravan. 33,000, you're making plenty. You know what? That's fine. We'll just do that. Boom.
Casts are made out of plaster powder.
Yeah, I looked up powder. They didn't have any.
Nope.
How do you make plaster powder? Do we have the rocks to do that?
I'm looking. It's produced at a kiln or magma kiln from gypsum, alabaster, selenite, or satin spar.
Satin spar. All right, let's. I've never actually really tinkered with this. Let's add another hole here and make some satin spar. We had a number of comments because of the episode that just came out. We were debating about having like the miners have their own little houses down here.
Yeah.
And people suggested that adding burrows is the way to do that. Just have a miner burrow down here and make sure that it's all stocked and.
Yeah, that was the thing that worried me is if he ever decided to do anything else, like you would have pathing problems. You would definitely, like you said, need to have food that was down here for him.
But what would you need? If you make sure you have a kitchen, a farm, like just to make a whole little ecosystem down here.
And then just seal it off. Well, no, you couldn't seal it off because I wonder if there's like an airlock system you could have.
I mean, they recommend that a brotherer? A rotherer.
That way you could have like double security if the fort's ever invaded. Multiple
like,
individual
the
little
oh, that'd be awesome.
like Fallout, like the competing shelters but on the same map.
Uh-huh. That's actually a really interesting idea. I'm assuming I need some sort of pottery or something for that. Be working.
Maybe you could have like your above ground dwarves living like an unholy, sun gazing lifestyle with a fort or something, and then you could have like a regular mine dwarves, and then you could have like deep dwarves in the magma.
Yes, and some of them would be like super into metals. More so than like some of them would be way wood heavy. That's really actually kind of fascinating.
And then like they could have each other's materials, but you'd have to set it up like a trade. I'm just like making a mod now.
One thing that just bummed me out is I have tried above ground forts. I was like, we'll just be tree people. And I found it very difficult to, like, the way things get built is not ecumenical to that. Is that the right word?
Ecumenical?
Amenable.
No, it's not. It's not.
What does ecumenical mean?
Ecumenical means like a lot of different religious denominations sort of getting along in harmony.
Yeah, I think that's the right word.
I think you wanted to say amicable?
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 Amenable? Something like that. But I mean, when you have like a cavern, you have to build walls. It's like, oh god, this is gonna be a pain. Imagine that, but like you're building also the floors and the walls and door. It was just like, ugh.
I think you're overthinking that. I've done some above ground experience, and it was not that bad.
Well, I've seen your forts. I'm sure I could have done it to the level that Albert wanted. Ooh, I need potash.
A little hint for people: the experimental fort that I was working on several weeks back was an above ground fort. It's not just above ground. I mean, it's got a feature I would say that is specific about it that I stole from somebody else who was doing some stuff.
What the hell?
I don't...
Yes. I know you're trying to hint at what the next embark might be, but that was a terrible job of it.
Watch out for those pond grabbers.
Never do that again. Make plaster powder. Yeah, we don't have gypsum stones. Poop!
Oh, well.
It looks like the pond grabbers finally claim a victim. Also, Al goes back to the trading block to re-trade stuff for cheese?
So here we are at my fort, where we have 37 written objects, including copies.
See?
And, yeah. So we're just gonna just let that roll. No problems with anything at all. So you want to race to what number did we say we want to race to, Joe?
100 was the number.
Oh, is that the number?
Yes.
Well, I feel like we're gonna probably get there or close to it this episode.
Yes, this might be the penultimate episode or the final episode.
Do you think that your fort will do?
Their evil, raspy laugh.
Needs scroll rollers. How's our scroll rolling department doing?
I hope this just screws you over. Oh yeah, we make scrolls out of them. We make them here.
Yeah, he's still working on it. And he's out of plant slurry, because we need paper slurry globs. Gotta harvest some more stuff. And I don't know how to make waiting for stuff to get written interesting, Joe.
I'll say this. I did do some other things and examine some other stuff during my round. You do have to sort of tinker with your fort.
Uh-huh.
You have to play the game. You can't just go hands off your keyboard.
I wanted to... when I get hands-on, I do end up kind of messing myself up is the thing.
Well, yeah.
So like up here, we've got our farm, which is growing rope reeds. Let's stick with rope reeds here, guys. I don't know why we switched to prickleberries there.
Each season will do the default.
Okay. I must have changed the other one then.
Possibly. Or you hit shift-click when you did that
Copper
change.
crossbow. That's cool. We're making some crossbows. Might do some military. We made 20 rock pots. Oh yeah, this guy's killing on them crossbows.
Oh yeah? What does that
Well,
mean?
he just made another one.
Oh. Yes, the number of them. Are they good?
Masterpiece.
Oh, I see. I didn't hear the masterpiece part.
Yeah. So, waiting on the farming to happen. Cow's been slaughtered. That's good. They're going to have plenty of food. Is it, like, why do they just leave the stuff out in the... Just because my stockpiles are not... Well, wait a minute. Do I have traders here still? Have I traded for everything that I need?
Well.
Let's see what I got here. I feel like I already traded last week.
They do have an artifact, so...
Yeah. I'm going to do a page from the Joe book.
I got that from your book.
Just do all the cheese.
Never mind, not that. I thought you were doing something else. I thought you were just taking the whole thing, which...
I don't think I can afford it. These aren't elves, right?
I don't know. What do I know? Greetings from the mountain hill and other dwarves.
Okay. Well, it's not that... I'm not going to give you... Okay. Let's try that.
Alright.
Yeah, make sure we get plenty of cheese. Just for our meal's sake. And keep up... Because we had a problem last week. I don't know if somebody got killed, but our kitchen wasn't working right. Like, we didn't have somebody as a cook. We've got Prepare Fine Meal. Let's let it run and check in Dwarf Therapist here. Make sure that we have dedicated cook or cooks.
I'm so confused about choirs versus scrolls.
Alright, cooking is... Here it is. Yeah, those guys are working on it. But this guy off of cooking since he's doing several other things, including stone crafting.
Codices and scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't quite understand the... Oh, here we go, production.
Yeah, I was on that page. It did not help me earlier when I was trying to help you.
Tricky.
Here's a gem stockpile. It doesn't allow bins, it looks like. Where's my... There it is. Oh, it does allow bins. We just don't have enough, huh?
Codices are then created from one... Okay. What? Codices are made from sheets as a craft store's workshop by a dwarf with a bookbinding labor. Scrolls made from a single sheet and a scroll roller at a craft store by a bookbinder. Why you would go the codice route? Codex route.
I think they seemed a little bit more complex.
Quires are made from sheets With the bookbinding, only a single sheet is needed. Codices are then made from the thread, bookbinding, and are written on quire. So you make the quire, they write on it, and then you bind it. Scroll you just make, and...
You still have to have the sheets and stuff.
You have this after the sheets, but they can be written. Scrolls can be written on and stored right after being made. Maybe...
Uh-oh.
Do you need... Can quires only be copied onto quires? And scrolls onto scrolls?
Somebody's been missing for a week. I don't know who that is.
Oh, no one cares. I'm kidding.
Well, I don't know where he would... Like, missing is different than dead? I mean, he's probably dead, but the fact that they haven't found him yet is weird. Maybe he fell in a pit with a forgotten beast or something?
Scholars can write original works.
Mm-hmm. But it's slower, I think.
Yeah, but it's nice to know that that can pop out every once in a while.
40 copies!
I don't understand.
Well, I've got more to start with, maybe? Let's rectify that table-to-chair imbalance.
You made a lot of leather? You made a lot of... No, it's
I don't think the type of paper matters.
Yep, you're right.
What is this? What did I get? Oh, it's migrants. Migrants! Your grants. We all grants. For migrants. So many guys. I wonder if these guys have any books with them. Hey, Gabbro scroll rollers, yeah. Let's check out what the bedroom situation's like. Forget where I had them. Here they are. Are we making beds? Doesn't look like it. Let's make like 30 of those. At least.
You have the wood?
Probably. You know what, while we're at it, let's go ahead and smooth these bedrooms. Just make everybody happy while they're working towards our
Found a
goal
dead
of...
farmer drowned.
Yeah, he's fine.
Someone is experiencing emotional shock? Not enough
Where's
free
he at?
nest box zones found? I've never seen that before in my life, but you keep getting it. It's very, very weird.
Are these for bid?
What
No, they're not. I guess we'll go ahead and make a coffin too. Let's see. You can't make you can't make like iron coffins, I guess.
I will check on that. I feel like that maybe it just has a different name.
Oh, that's possible, I guess. And where is coffin at?
It's a sarcophagus if it's metal. It's a casket if it's wood. It's a coffin if it's stone or glass.
Oh, we could have made... Okay. Where are they at on the thing here?
On the what?
Burial. It's receptacle. That's what it is. Needs coffin. All right. Did I ever expand my library to... Yeah, okay. It's up there. I can use all of those tables.
Look at all of them. How many scholars scribes do you have?
Let's see. Like
1, 2, 3, 4,
5?
5, 6, 7. Okay.
I don't have any scholars.
Ah.
They're all monster... Wait, no. I'm sorry.
What?
I have 1 scholar and like 4 scribes.
43. What did you start at? Good.
I don't know. 37?
You shouted it out earlier before.
37. How do I mess with this? Oh, go over here. Okay. Could get some more guys. That guy's a peasant. We'll assign him. I don't... all these peasant people aren't doing anything. Might as well make them...
Scholar. You might as well have them writing your books.
Yeah.
Or copying your books, I guess.
I don't know if the cancel spam here is like that none of them are getting done, or just that they're picking like one plant out of the field and pressing it and then being like, oh, that's all I got.
I think it's the latter.
Okay. Like, I don't have any ladders though.
That's why it's
still not building that
canceled.
coffin. We do have it looks like a ghost.
Yeah.
I'd like to prevent that from happening again.
You definitely have a ghost. You also have a grizzly bear, a black bear, an ibex, and a rabbit, I think, just based off of the pictures.
Just hanging out? I mean, they're not interrupting anything, it seems like.
They're in their cages on the right. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah.
Okay, I said somebody needed bars. Cancels. All right, we need more copper bars. Now, I haven't looked up here at my mines lately.
Oh, yeah.
See if I got anything worth mining. Got some gems. What's the best auto mine location right around here? What are these green things? Garnierite. And those are yellow diamonds? Great, okay. And up here we have nothing of interest, just dirt stuff.
So, for instance, in the Dwarf Fortress wiki, I put in Garn, because I forget how to spell the entire thing, and I got no results. In Dwarf Fortress, I would have typed that in and gotten...
Garnierite?
Yeah.
Garnierite? However you say it?
Tried to give me... Show me the thing! Show me the money.
Show me your thing!
Garnier... Where's the page on Garnier... Okay, there it is. Garnierite's nickel.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't have any idea what the properties of metals are. Mm-hmm. I'm closer to knowing about it than I guess I would be otherwise. But yeah, nickel seems like it would be a softer metal to me. Just sort of, that's what my gut says.
I don't know. Feels like it would be kind of... I don't know if you can make... All right, weapon metals. Arms industry. Weapon grade metals are copper, iron, steel, bronze, silver, and bismuth bronze.
So nickel's not one of them.
Nope, apparently not.
You're gonna make like a nickel coffin. Or not coffin.
Sarcophagus.
Just one is fine. Anybody could make a burial receptacle, that'd be great.
We're starting to think we don't really understand how to make books. We also come up with an interesting idea to make a stockpile look pretty neat.
How's your, has anybody copied any of those books yet?
Let's find out! I'm up to 6.
Woo! How are you up to 6? You bought 2!
No. I have 102 writing material. I don't understand. I don't think I understand how this works. I just should be going faster. My scribe's doing other things? Just scribe, you idiots. There's this guy. He has an ear. He's listening to poetry. Alright, read. Are you my scribes? Are you my mother?
Is scribing is it a labor?
It's I don't know. You assign it in the locations thing. I don't really know if it's a labor. Maybe my scribes need to have a labor enabled. Is that possible?
I'll look it up. I can't remember.
That'd be rough. Here we go. All these guys. None of them have. Yeah, I might have to make like bookbinding or something. We'll just add all this stuff. Like writing isn't in here anywhere, is it?
No. So occupations are assigned with certain locations, which we knew. Assign occupations menu. Yes, we've done that.
I'm gonna assume it's bookbinding. Or paper making.
I don't think it is.
Well, these guys have they're sitting here with no job. Current job done. Current job none.
Yeah, but
like,
jobs are like labors. They're going to stop scribing and go do those things, right?
Well, they're not scribing right now. Again, this guy he's reading. This guy's drinking. No job. He's praying to the medicine of blankets. No job. Like, I don't know. This guy's also reading. Make books. This guy's transferring honey, it looks like. Collect webs. That was close. Weave cloth. It's interesting trying to see what these little doodads do. It's detail floor. Paint? Clean. Store.
One of the fancy painted forts.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the magic, like... It's not armoring.
I don't think it's a labor, dude.
Okay, but why aren't they doing it then?
I could not tell you.
Okay. I'm trying to
there you go.
Armor's one-eyed monitor. It has large mandibles and has a bloated body. Red-purple scales are blocky and close set. Beware its webs. Which...
It's down here. It was flashing on your lower left.
Yeah, I see it. I just don't know which level this is. Is this the sealed off level or the open level?
I don't know. Why don't you let it run around for a while and see? Maybe it'll fall into a pond.
And just sit there forever? Yeah, that's just sealed off. Doesn't matter.
Does having a Forgotten Beast on the map do anything to you besides... Like, it's not like... It doesn't give you a token like Siege. People will still show up and trade with you, right?
Yeah.
They probably show up while you're fighting it, I would imagine.
Well, I forget what the S is, actually. I know C means there's combat taking place, but that's just training. And there's something here, I forget what it is, and there's S, and I forget what that is. So that's good.
I've never even looked over there on that part of the screen, so...
Yeah.
You're ahead of me.
I truly don't... Oh, there's elk birds. Alright, I'm just thinking, honestly, while I sit here trying to figure out what else I could possibly do to make the people do the thing. They've got the writing materials. I don't need to make ink. They've got chairs and desks. I don't have to, like, assign chairs, right?
You might could. I mean, that might help. I don't think it'll stop you.
I don't remember their names. They've got coffers and furniture and bookcases and desks and chairs. So that's a lot of that. Let's see if this has changed. It might have been paused while the beast popped up. Let's see if they're doing anything now. Yeah, they're doing nothing. They're sleeping and praying and...
This person says after about 4 years, I'm up to 20 scholars and have 11 books.
Oh,
so
God.
he's having some problems. This is from January of 2016, but I don't think...
You were going up at a decent clip, right? I'm up to 9.
That's just because of my superior management skills, Joe.
I mean, we're not completely off base that we can control how many books are being made, right? We completely lost our...
So they do need tables.
Yes.
Each scribe needs a table.
Got it.
Sometimes they will use those tables to eat, though.
So I should assign them a table? I mean, I could.
You could.
Let's give one of them a... Okay, hang on. Let's look at one of them. Good old Cyril Cog. You get this thing. Narrow that down a bit. Maybe make that a bit bigger. No, I can't. How do I... There. Assign chair to Cyril Cog. Scribe. Alright. Let's see if that...
This guy is complaining that the scribes goof off instead of actually scribing.
I've noticed that. Scribe.
So he says his solution was to delete the meeting zone and retiring the library and then reforming the library with all the same scholars and scribes, and then they went to work.
That sounds risky and confusing.
Why? All you have to do is just delete the zone and then reform the zone. I'm not saying you should do that, but
remove this zone.
He's having the same problem you're having.
How do you retire location? X.
Okay, and then... Yeah, just reassign with the same people.
Meeting zone,
you remember him,
assign
right?
location, add location, library, the library of pulleys. Now I have to try to remember who on earth my scribes were. Oh wait, I can do this.
Yay, Windows!
Woo!
I do love that Windows lets you do this, by the way. I know that Windows 10 gets a lot of hate, but this feature's actually been in it since Windows 8, and probably earlier, honestly, but the sort of snap to the side thing is really cool.
Stoder, scribe, good old Cyril.
You have a lot of guys that are just already showing as having skill scribe. Maybe you should just assign them.
Where?
I thought I saw it.
This thing? They're just making things up.
When you were searching, he already had the scribe. Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to find them in the...
Can you just search for scribe?
I have. I guess I can. That's still not all of them, is it?
It seems like not.
Cyril, Minkut, it's all these guys over here, for certain. And I guess my... Whatever. What am I missing here? Katten? The Baroness?
Oh, the Baroness.
Yes.
Yeah, she's not going to come up as a scribe. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's because you have a Baroness.
How do I...
You drag it up to the top. To the top. You want it to be full screen? There you go.
Ta-da!
You can also hit the Windows key. Hold down the Windows key and hit the up arrow twice.
No kidding. Did not know that. Alright, well, maybe that'll do something.
Well, you're cooking more masterpieces.
Yes. Also, you know what I didn't look at in a while? Or haven't looked at in a while? Yeah. Thing of beauty.
You think you could,
all of them.
Have them arrange the different colored statues to form a picture somehow?
Yeah, you can designate down to specific stone types that are allowed in certain stockpiles. You basically would paint it... You make the stockpiles like a paint by number per each rock. So that only turquoise went into one and only white went into another.
That would be very difficult to set up.
Well, I have zero artistic skill in that regard, so I would have no clue.
Well, I'm saying even once you had drawn the picture, you'd have to go pixel by pixel, assigning individual rocks to... I know that there are Dwarf Fortress players that will do that. I'm not one of them.
It's pixel art.
Yeah, but pixel art, on even a more difficult scale, because you have to create the art sort of in another program. I mean, I guess if you just knew what you wanted to make, you could do it pretty easily. But then go in there and figure out which stone statue color is what, and then designate down to that in the menus.
Yeah, well, you'd have to make sure that you have. Yes, I mean, yes. They might be scribing away here. Look at all of them sitting.
I hope so.
Sitting and scribing.
Scribing in the library halls, making Joe some books for his competition.
Oh, look! Oh, God damn it. I hate you so much. You people are terrible.
They are reading.
Yeah, but that's not scribing, is it?
Oh.
Oh, migrants. Fantastic.
Engraved a masterpiece. Cooked a masterpiece.
I mean, this fort is now like...
Yeah, you're gonna get invaded.
I already have been invaded.
Even harder.
Even harder. Invade harder. The Alfred Berg story.
You say Alfred Berg?
Alfred. It's alright. Hush. Hush.
Master Wayne. I have pneumonia.
No!
You're going to have to battle for yourself for a few days.
The weird laugh. Oh, what's happening? Oh, God.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That'll be edited out. Alath Endogzoken.
The worst part is, like, I'm feeling 90% better. It's just the cough refuses to go. Well, I say refuses to go away. It's only been a few days, but the doctor told me, she's like, yeah, you'll take this, what do you call them? Antibiotics, right? And they'll help. They'll make you feel better in like a week. But then you're gonna keep coughing for like a month, so it's fine. Oh, great.
Yeah, what's that? What? I was only half paying attention there, but that sounds terrible.
Apparently I'm just gonna keep coughing.
Coughing? I hardly coughin. Listen to poetry. Sir, you're going into the constructive ramparts of creating. Which I know doesn't sound like a military squad, but...
I was gonna say, are those your scribes?
Nope. That would be... That would not
we heard
be
the
my
boss
scribes.
really was into this creativity stuff with this library. So we've decided on a rebrand for our military squad. We're calling it the Construct... What was it called again? The Constructive...
The constructive ramparts of creation, or something like that. Come on, I need this. Make this faster.
We've heard the pen is mightier than the sword, and we've got a lot of swords, which are almost as good.
The Library of Pulleys. We're up to 10!
Woo!
Bogs,
Penultimate episode.
guys.
You want to set the bar a little lower?
I guess? I don't know now. Now this is kind of like a thing.
You could just concede defeat, considering that I have more books than you do.
Yeah, that's not happening.
How about 30?
How about we see where I end up?
Oh, yeah, you're going to move the bar based on where you are. I wouldn't do that, Joe.
I don't know what you're talking about. You literally just did! Your first offer
That
was
was
to
the
concede defeat. Oh. Right. Gotcha. I can never tell. How's this guy just butchering?
Just
Reminder
butchy.
now. You're a miner now, Willie. Harry.
In the mining.
We learn that apparently the things that dwarves like matters, and we tighten up the rules on sudden death a little bit here.
Got my guys working away on the scribing, it looks like. I think I'll get to 50 today, at least.
Silver makes the best blunt.
Bookcases. Oh, let's see. I
Blunt
only have
weapon.
3 bookset cases. Needs bookcase. I need some more bookcases.
Weaponsmiths produce higher quality results in working with a metal they prefer. I didn't know that.
But, I mean, it's not worth it if they don't... what am I trying to say here?
I don't know.
Like, if it's a bad metal, if they're like, I really like... that made
Yeah,
a
but maybe
great
your guy
quality
really likes copper. I mean, who do I
lead
don't know?
sword. Like, okay, well... Also, how do you tell what they prefer?
I don't know. You go to their objects being described as being liked by a dwarf and their thoughts and preferences tab.
Oh, okay.
U, and then V, and then enter. Or if you're near them, you can just hit V.
Some guy's building some of these beds. That's nice.
Does he like beds, though? He'll make better beds if he likes beds.
If he likes wood.
No, beds, too. And wood. If he likes wood and beds, forget about it.
You find a dwarf that likes those 2 things. Set him up. You do what you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. Turns out some people like making beds. Alright, I will get rid of these copper crossbows. Let's see. He got 1 of 10? Oh, there's 1 remaining. Yeah, that's fine.
For example, make a dwarf that likes beds, your carpenter, and the dwarf that likes gold, your blacksmith. And then the example is, Urist likes breastplates would be a good candidate for armor smith.
It's not a barracks already?
I don't know, what?
We're gonna assign it to the earthen contests. Assign room. Oh, I just want it to be... Just want it to be these guys. Yeah, so they get it, and then...
If you're
Oh, Ushat has been possessed.
Ushat. This is actually really
They
fascinating.
can train
Never
here.
dug
Yeah.
into this.
And position. Or wait, no. They can have their individual equipment here if they want to.
A mason
sleep.
who likes horses will often make statues of horses, or even statues of themselves admiring horses. I didn't realize it affected like the art they made.
Where is he at?
Who?
I don't see him with his exclamation point. He hasn't claimed anything yet.
It's paused.
Oh. I still don't see him with his exclamation point.
Well, it might be down below or something.
Well, I zoomed to him when he was... Oh, there he is. He's running around.
There he is.
He's going up there. What? He's claimed what Leatherworks. It recentered
there.
on a weird thing. It's not down there.
Apparently that's where Leatherworks is.
It's not, though. Okay, he's grabbing the leather. That's cool. That's not going to harm anything that I'm working on right now. 46. So you want to race to 50 or what?
I don't know. Maybe we should race to 100. Or do you feel like this content we need to just call this?
I'm wondering if you think that you can catch up.
I think I might. I don't know. I don't know. I was just baffled.
Here's what I propose.
Okay.
You said this could be the penultimate episode. What if we just say it is, and whoever has the most books at the end of the next episode wins?
Okay.
I mean, I'm still trying to get to 100. We got a great tower cap bookcase here that I'm going to build now. Windows key. I wanted to hit Alt, but I didn't. Just going to put that right there.
Yeah.
How many? I only have the one right now. That's fine. I don't know how many books the bookcases can hold. I think we talked about this.
I'll look that up. You seem to be churning out books way faster than I am, for reasons I can't understand.
I could not tell you what those reasons are either. Other than just this whole majestic wonderfulness right here. Look at that. Look at it. Look at its glory.
It is not easy to find how many books a bookcase will hold. Books do not have a fixed size. Based on their capacity, it should be between 200 and 500.
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't think he has everything he needs. So, needs tree. We have a tree. Bones. We should have bones. Leather. Rough color. What is rough color?
I feel like that's rough gems. I will look. Strange mood, blah, 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 blah. Demands.
I think he wants dye.
Rough color is gems raw.
So
Bones, yes, is bone stack. Leather is leather.
Okay, so we go in our stocks. Do they have a bone stock pile?
Yeah, I think so.
Body parts. Which ones do you have? Enhanced view?
No, not enhanced view. Tab. Back.
Okay. Body parts, and then you say tab?
Yeah.
Oh, oops. I have teeth. We have lots and lots of teeth. There's a bone.
It seems to have some bones.
Okay.
I would slaughter something just to kick it off again. I don't know. Maybe he wants a fresh bone.
Gems. We have cut gems. Where would rough gems be?
In G, I guess. Rough gems. You have no rough gems? How do you have no rough gems?
Well, I got a guy making them.
Wow, he's gone through every single gem you've got? That's impressive.
Well, that's also bad because I don't have
Apparently, yes.
he's not making any more.
You turn that off.
Designating more gems.
Maybe.
What now?
You turn that off, or is he just gonna make these as soon as
Just gonna find some more, and the guy will come and get them when they're available, I assume. Let's go up a little bit. Look around, see if we see any more. And we'll make this a higher priority. And these guys as well on a 3. That should do it. Some of that's bound to be some kind of gem.
Yes. I'm very impressed by your
Wait for him to take off. Go! Now! Get him. Go now. Okay.
Love that gas cloud over your bedrooms.
It's probably okay.
And now we're here.
I just figured I'd check in on this place.
There's some dead something.
See what we're working on. He's smelting, obviously.
What are the capital C's? Dead crabs?
Oh, I don't know. Let's make a nickel cabinet. What do you think? Chest?
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just thinking about stuff I can make.
Why would
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Is the cabinet like a... Is that satisfy the bin? Is that a bin, or is that a different thing than a bin?
It's a different thing. It's a different thing even than a chest. A cabinet is where the dwarves store clothes.
Let's see. Garnierite. Wait, Garnierite's not a gem, huh?
Nope.
How about these guys? These were yellow diamonds? Mm-hmm. Let's auto-mine them at a 3 also.
I think your plan is sound. I think that's something's getting mined currently. They were flashing.
Is he still... He's still mad, though. Like, he still doesn't have... There he goes!
Mm-hmm.
That's what he wanted. Only 23 minutes. He just hit 50.
Here's my concern.
What's that?
I have no... Did I pick both? Did I pick both embarks? I know loser's supposed to pick embark, but if you wanted to pick the embark and I lose, I would be okay with that.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you were concerned I was going to win or something.
I am concerned you're going to win, but I don't have it. You seem to have more embark ideas than I do.
Oh, it's just... I mean, I want us to... You come up with the challenge, Joe, and I'll come up with the embark. Or maybe we should talk it out. We could just talk...
We can talk it out. I thought sort of also was going to add in that the challenge should be part of the embark. I was going to say that, but if you want me to make up the challenge, we can talk. We can figure it out.
Also, we've had some suggestions from viewers, and I want to mention that is still open. Like, we are way open to input on what kinds of things we could maybe do.
It's also a random challenge generator that Griffin found.
I didn't love all those. I like the idea of us coming up with our own, especially after this book thing.
Okay. Joe decides to make a new squad because that's really what's important right now. And some socks. Do I have some other huge project going on that I forgot about?
Oh, you could. That Forgotten Beast isn't here, right? Like, he can't...
No.
Okay.
No. I'm just saying the completely unarmed, constructive blah blah blahs of blah blah blah. Oh, kill this elk bird. Go down there and rip him apart.
What is your plan for these guys?
They just do. I had nothing to do with them, so I just threw them into a squad.
Oh.
I don't know that they're armed.
I would have, like, put him on the scribing team, but I guess that works too.
Well, that doesn't appear to do anything, so...
Okay. Get a lot of cool statues.
Team scribe. Yes. There we go. Guess I should rock armor. Rock weapon. I don't know how many doors I have. Just made that a perpetual order. That's not what I want to do. 8,000 billion doors.
We're a band about it. Why don't you?
Potash from
What is the history of that band name, by the way, The Doors?
When the doors of perception are cleaned, all of reality will become clear or something. It's a quote by Aldous Huxley.
Oh, okay.
The doors of perception.
Because
Morrison was really into that.
It just sounds like the sort of most banal thing you could name your band.
Yeah. Unless it's like a really...
What do we have around
deep...
here? The Doors.
The floors? No.
There's gotta be a band.
Nope. Hors d'oeuvres? We're getting there. I like the duh sound. How long did it take you to realize that Whores Devours was hors d'oeuvres?
I don't know.
That was a while for me. That was a good long while.
There's still some words that I'm not like that I don't recognize in like their print form versus how they're said.
Yes. Agreed.
It's the French mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys with their loan words can just jump in a lake.
I'm gonna make some socks. What do you think of that? Nailed it.
The other thing is, if to recognize that, you have to have some exposure. Like, okay, first of all, I forgot how to pronounce it for real. Hors d'oeuvres, yes.
I think.
You have to actually have a reasonable amount of exposures to people who are talking about hors d'oeuvres.
Yes,
and that's
part of why it's tricky.
Not something that I encountered. It's like a party food, right?
Sort of, but even then, to call them hors d'oeuvres, you have to be a little pretty like formal weddings. Like I've been to parties with appetizers. You call them appetizers usually, or finger foods or something. Like it takes a certain those doors aren't built yet. It takes a certain something to call them hors d'oeuvres.
I think you have to have a certain amount of money before you're like, these pigs in a blanket, they're hors d'oeuvres. It's not about the actual food.
Fair enough.
Now, what is your stock at? What do you have for them to write on? Are you sure that they have the writing materials they need?
I mean, it says I've got 199 writing materials.
Okay. It's gone down as they've written on them.
Yes, it has.
So they've written up to 11 now.
And I guess I'll add some...
You were so confident at the beginning of this. I don't understand why. What?
Well, I have everything I need. I didn't realize that they just wouldn't scribe books.
I thought you were...
That didn't occur to me.
You were dealing with that last week, though.
Sort of, but I thought that I'd finally gotten everything in a row.
I guess last week you kept getting hung up on the fact that you didn't have any for them to copy.
Did I get invaded last week?
What?
I also didn't have, enough. I had a book to copy. I was like, maybe they're not going to, go nuts with that. But
once you had a copy, you saw how fast they would go. I thought, maybe you had been sort of all right, I've got this library process streamlined and, a test fort that you've been working on or something.
No. Also, I saw your fort. Your numbers were trickling up, and I was like, well, I'm better than Albert, so mine will trickle up faster.
But you're not, is the problem. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It just looks like you are because you're so fancy with your rooms and things.
With your rooms and things. Yeah. Scroll rollers? Do I have enough of them? Did I ever finish the stupid scroll rollers?
Scroll rollos.
Scroll rollos. So again, I have to shout out to the fact that I can put scroll, roll, rock, and get what I want. I know I mentioned this before, and you're sort of like, well, yeah, a lot of things do that. A lot of things don't. I do searches a lot where I'm like, the app I use to order food, Seamless. I'll be like, mac and cheese. And if they call it macaroni and cheese on the menu, that place won't show up.
That is a huge oversight. Google would get that right on their search engine.
Yeah, but I think they would prefer the ones that just had mac and cheese. Mac and cheese.
Well, there's not a lot of other options here. I think the part of the problem is we have Stockholm Syndrome from, the terrible UI and, when something...
No, that's one of the things they've done well.
Yeah, no, the one thing that they do right, thank goodness. All praise the maker.
It's like...
one thing that doesn't suck about the UI.
However, I've come across bad versions of that. And I'm just like, you know what? This is definitely a good thing that they've done. Other searches should have this.
I wish Google was better at recognizing negatives. If I say, this thing won't work, and then it gives me a bunch of results about how the thing does work, it's like, no, I'm trying to troubleshoot. Yeah. Shut up with your, how does it work? It doesn't.
So I need to... Codexes. This is the finished work? I'm just confused now. Also, where are my... Wow, I've got a lot of silk cloth. Paper? Is that a thing I can find in here?
They might, isn't there a separate one under sheets or scrolls or something?
Sheet. I have 31 sheets.
Okay, those are just...
Scrolls? That might be it. Nope.
No, there's not there. Choirs? No?
Horns. Tools. Dun. Oh, man. God, I've got a lot of... This is a really good fort. Weirdly.
Okay, codices are known to choirs prior to being bound.
Yeah, are people, assembling these things? They have to write on the sheet and then...
I don't know. I mean, we're accepting the, whatever the count in the library is.
Yeah, but they have to... I'm just trying to figure out if I've got this actually... Ooh, creepy crawler remains. Figured out. That's sort of what I'm getting at here. I only have 32 sheets. I don't know why.
They may have been turned into scrolls?
So, the sheets turn into scrolls, but where are those in here?
Well, it says... I don't know, actually.
Are they under tools? I've got jugs, nest boxes. I don't know why I'm dumping all these bookcases. Maybe that was a problem. For some reason, I'm dumping bookcases. Toys. I don't know where the step after sheet, but before codex is in the stockpiles. Does that make sense?
Kind of. I mean, you have sheets and then scroll rollers, and then when you combine them, they turn into codexes.
Right.
Or codices, I'm sorry. Codex singular.
So where's scroll rollers in my stockpile? I guess that's also something I'm looking for.
Also,
where's all my slurry going? I was planning the slurry. Got some slurry somewhere, I don't really know. What's going on? Albert fights a giant olm. Also, Albert sucks. And we can make multiple...
Interrupted. What did he get interrupted by? Giant olm. Alright, let's go get our squad. Olms. And kill this giant olm. Woo!
Booga booga boo!
Oh, he's out there. Cool. Get him!
Yeah, let's see this.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Where is the giant olm? He must be down. Let's go to the unit list and follow the giant olm.
Ooh, I just got really hungry.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I forget. I always forget a giant olm is like a crocodile thing.
It's more like a salamander.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just moving around. Can my guys even get to him?
I don't know.
We're gonna run down there and get stuck.
Stuff, right?
What now?
He interrupted stuff.
Yeah, he did. Somebody must be. All right, we've constructed a bunch of rock mechanisms. Here they go, killing him. Did they? Oh no, he's moving around still. Now he's dead.
Yay! There goes a baby. I'm assuming the baby's being carried by someone, but
he still hasn't begun his mysterious construction. Which
yeah, but he's not sitting at his thing. That means he's gathering stuff. He won't go nuts unless he's sitting at his workshop.
Twiddling his thumbs.
Yeah, he's just running around getting things. He does have a bit of a hike to get up to that gem.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I could have mined down here.
Yeah, you could have.
We got these things. I didn't think about it.
There it is. There you go.
I assume that's begun a mysterious construction?
I assume so.
Yeah, there it is. Bum, bum. How come none of these coffins have been built?
I don't know. I don't understand your fort. Somehow or other it's a premier maker of books, but your freaking coffins won't get built. It's the greatest book-producing fort in all the land.
All of my guys are sitting there at the desks, which is...
Did I skip a step? Did I not make the scrolls into scrolls or something weird?
I don't think it's not having scrolls. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't strike me as the correct answer. Yeah, that's fine.
In your stocks, how many...
Maybe it's because I have all those statues in there, and they really like the statues, and they motivate them to work more?
I've got Michelangelo statues in my fort.
Oh, well.
In my library.
52. Our writing material's going up.
Well, this guy's gonna make you the greatest artifact ever.
Maybe you got bit by the fact that you designated your Baroness? Maybe she's talking to everybody?
Or maybe you just had more books, because I only got new books this past time. You had like 3 to start with?
I don't know if it it doesn't seem to go exponentially faster.
No.
As you have more of them.
Maybe you have a scribe that likes books.
That's possible.
All of mine like beds.
The guy's still working on that construction.
I'm excited to see this.
There's a sad goat.
Got a good feeling about this. What?
Just up there by those chests.
How do you know he's sad?
Up here. Oh, he has the down arrow. I assume that means he's unhappy.
I don't know what that means. He's tired? He's praying? I don't know what the down yellow arrow means. Again, I've got a really good feeling about this artifact. There's a ghost
he needs
hanging
a lot.
out.
Hanging
Ghost.
out.
Sad
hanging
goat.
out with the family.
Hanging out. You don't punch the out enough, I've learned. Still no coffins. Hanging out. Ooh.
Malware, go away!
Hanging out with the family.
So you've seen it now, yes?
Yes. Oh boy, in all its glory.
Did you see the riff tracks, or did you watch, the raw...
No, I saw the riff tracks.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good way to get through some bad,
So he made an ibex bag. Let's look at this ibex
leather.
Wilderness of Friends. Yeah, I know what it is. V description.
It's a $104,000 dwarf buck bag.
Encrusted with baguette-cut violet spessartines and oval-cut amethysts, decorated with ibex leather and encircled with bands of rose-cut red pyropes. Round amethyst. He just bedazzled this leather bag.
And what else did he add?
On the item is an image.
No, you missed.
What?
Okay, so
spikes of saguaro
cut
ribwood,
red pyropes, round amethyst cabochons, and donkey bone.
He also has hanging rings of great white shark leather. Just saying great white shark is not allowed to trigger your phobia, Joe.
No, that wasn't phobia. That's badass.
Okay.
Menaces with spikes of... Okay.
On the item is an image of a table. Oh no, table cut gem.
So leather.
He put gems all over the thing, and then he made a leather picture of a gem.
Yes. And he also made an image of
Kib Anvil Fists the dwarf.
Boy, I read that in a different way first. Is that him?
How do we see who created it?
I guess it's it'll be in the announcements.
Okay.
Ujat
No, it's not
Zazbek.
him. It's Ushat.
So whoever that dwarf is, he really likes him.
Or her.
Anal fists.
Where are we at? 32 minutes. We've got 52 copies. I guess that's about the same amount of copies we had before. Mm-hmm. If we get a caravan in, that'd be great. Just letting it run.
Stupid bookmakers. You got guys sleeping in your library. That's how dedicated they are to your librariness.
Yeah, that's how dedicated they are to not having enough beds. Maybe that's the trick. Not having enough bedrooms for everybody.
I'm wondering if it just was the earlier start is what it boiled down to. You can't force volume on bookmaking.
Maybe. Your guys were going relatively slow, though.
Yeah. Well,
we need to compare, you started
episode.
with how many?
Who?
You.
1.
So, and then you ended with...
Yeah, I think so. Spoilers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's doing the math there. But I started with 37 and we're at 52 already, so the rate of creation is better for me.
Yeah. Just won't copy books.
Oh, you can find the same thread that I was reading earlier.
Here we go. It's time for Albert to talk about pop culture. Also, Joe has a really good feeling about the artifact that gets started this turn.
Scroll rollers. Here we go. Oh, they're under
Fey
tools.
mood.
Scroll rollers are under tools.
Okay. Claim to workshop. This is what makes a book. That'd be interesting. Like, are we missing a step? I guess is part of what I'm sort of getting
I don't
at here.
think so. I mean, your guys are doing the thing. They're just doing it real slow.
I hate them so much.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you there.
Copper chest piece. Copper breastplate. That's what I'm going for. Dumbasses.
You got a little less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it.
Episode.
Shut up.
I'm so sorry for the bad laugh.
Spooky, scary laugh.
Maybe I need to vocalize harder.
Press plant slurry into... There we go. Making them sheets. So that these guys can turn it into 11 books. Does any of this matter? Bogs, bags, boxes? Total number to each scribe? 20! Whatever the hell that means. Okay, lost his... What is happening? I think my slurry is being moved to a weird stockpile that no one understands.
I'm gonna get a lot of crap for not knowing about the song Behind Blue Eyes, Joe.
Okay. It says who?
Do you know that song?
Yes.
Okay. It was in the Legion finale, and I sort of made reference to it.
No one knows what it's like
to be the bad man.
To be the sad... You know who sang the original?
Somebody made reference to Tom Petty in the comments having some song covered in this, and it sounds like a really cool song, and it's like one of the most memorable songs from the season, so I'm going to guess it was him.
Oh.
Oh, well, who was it?
This guy's collecting some interesting stuff for his creation. I've seen gems and bars and cloth, and I'm getting a raw gem. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. This is going to be a thing, Albert. It was The Who.
Oh, okay.
The Who sang Behind Blue Eyes.
It's one of those songs Legion puts in that like really fits in well with this show.
Yeah, they do that pretty well.
Because the whole theme is like, who is the real good guy and bad guy here?
What on earth is going on? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I gotta say, I mean, you and me have been discussing Legion a lot lately, and while I felt like some of the stuff was over involved in this season, the finale was one of those things that was like, I'm really glad that I waited. I'm glad that I got through all this to get to this finale because it was really good stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's on my list. It's just not, it's gone down on my list. My list never goes anywhere because I just put on The Office.
Me and my wife sit down. We've been rewatching Parks and Rec lately.
That's a good one to rewatch, yes.
We still haven't watched the final episode. I'm just going to kind of pretend it doesn't exist. That never ends.
Yeah, that's a Hannah thing.
Also, the real final episode of Parks and Rec is the concert.
Yes, agreed. Then they did that weird season, which actually I've never finished.
That's the last season, I think.
Yeah, where they go forward a year.
Yeah, it's fine. But that is just such a great capper. The concert is... I don't know if they were planning on not having another season at that point, and then they got another one. I feel
like they were in limbo, or they... Yeah, I feel like it was
It's a longer one, and it's just a great send-off, and it's fine that they made more. I'm not like, oh, they should have stopped there. But that's, for me, is sort of like the finale.
You're just saying that it's the finale.
It feels like...
Yeah. You're not using that tone of voice, but you're literally saying that they should have stopped there.
No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not saying
that's what... That is the finale, is what you're saying, but... That they shouldn't have. That you're fine with a Micah bracelet. I hate this game so much.
Micah's not that exciting as a material.
Oh, it's studded with copper, encircled with bands of native gold cabochons, round real garret, whatever, adorned with hanging rings of. Oh, I got more mica. Bitter orange wood, pigtail, cave spider silk, and resin opal. On this image is an image of forgotten beast and sheep wool. He had all the things to pick. Like he could have used the gold for the bracelet.
Yeah, he also built this really elaborate stone and wood bracelet and then just slapped a picture of a forgotten beast on as like a patch. Just like hanging off. I'm imagining like a wool cloth
all piece. The craftsmanship is of the highest quality, Albert. It's not string though, it's wool. It's actual wool. It's unprocessed sheep wool.
How does that even work?
I don't know. Now we have a save. I think this is going to be it for me. What a terrible round.
You ready to concede defeat yet?
No.
Okay.
This is the final tally of what I've got. We'll see how you do, and then we'll revisit this. Yeah, this is actually one of my better forts, weirdly. It's not weirdly, but I did not expect this to start rocking and rolling like it did. I mean, even you were able to buy an entire caravan with what we wound up doing.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, a little bit of wood, not the big handicap I expected.
You could probably start with, well, if you did a careful preparation, you could probably start with an area with no wood and bring some wood with you for the stuff you'd have to build with wood to start with and then trade for it as you went. Yeah. You ever do careful preparations?
I've tried it, and what happens is I forget, because the default basically hands you what you're going to need, or I'm used to the default start.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, wait, what do I bring? What do I normally bring? If I could take the default start and then swap around from that, I think it would be better, but I found it to be confusing. Plus the interface was just not my favorite. I've got 13 written objects. Can I view these written objects? Is that a thing I can do?
It doesn't look like it.
It's got to be in my stocks, right?
I think so.
View this is basically what we're competing for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I only have 3 codices? What is happening?
I don't know, but I'm counting. Maybe they haven't been tallied yet?
Stupid. I have a crown. A cowboat crown. I don't know where else they'd be in here. And the search mode in here is not great. There's no scrolls.
But the search mode in that other menu, whoo boy!
I also, for some reason, have only 31 pigtail sheets. This is so weird. Search. Scroll? Nope. No, I have no scroll. Oh, there they are, scroll rollers.
There you go.
And then here, I've got, here they are. This has not been moved. No, it's in the library.
Yeah, they're working on it.
That's that. The aesthetics of cave wheat, and Albert showing his mastery of the military screen. They need quires, not scrolls to copy books?
I mean, if you say so. I think it would say that in the writing materials requested if it wasn't the right ones.
This guy says you need more tables and chairs?
You had enough tables and chairs, Joe. I've seen your library. The one thing you were not short on is tables and chairs.
This guy has 50 quires in the library. More tables, blah, blah, blah. After 4 years, he's up to 11 books.
He only had scholars, though. He forgot to assign scribes. Here they are, squishing. Nickel sarcophagus has been completed! Yes! Woo! Hopefully this guy's not a ghost yet. Oh, I've got 3 different things. Great. I'm going to put him in the nickel sarcophagus. Oh, let's go ahead and build the other ones right over here, too. Alright, we're out of animal parts to make parchment out of. Is our guy still making meals? He's not great at making meals yet. Let's see if he's leveled up at all on our cook. Granted, he's only been going for a little bit. Oh, he's up to a 7. Not getting any of those, like, masterpiece level meal. But still pretty good.
Was it 11? Is that what you said?
No, he's at a 7.
Oh.
Started as a 6. Pigtails. Out of pigtails. Let's go with cave wheat, maybe? I don't know what our stocks of that are.
I think it's pretty. I think cave wheat is pretty. Like
It's not real.
Blowing in the wind. Oh, because that's gonna... Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we had to...
Does Russell Crowe walk past it and run his hand gently over it as he
do you think it's a
heads into the
picturesque
afterlife?
image, or do you think it's like this hideous, like, spiky, weird thing?
I think it's... I mean, it's wheat-ish, but I do think probably it's a little bit more hardy.
Some dwarves like cave wheat for its stalks. There's no art for cave wheat. It's actually a thing. Nope, doesn't appear to be a thing.
Come on, Bookmans. Man, we're stuck on 52 copies, huh? So we don't have enough boxes or bags?
I don't know. This is more of a mystery than I expected it to be.
How do I make some kind of container? Container H? Would that be what they need? For boxes or bags?
Yes.
Oh.
What is that over there? Crap? What? You have crap?
Yeah, that's where I build my scroll rollers.
Right. Maybe that's
in the library.
Maybe there's a hauling bug.
Maybe?
You don't sound convinced.
I don't know. Do you have bags and stuff in your library? Yep. I don't remember seeing that. Okay. I apparently have a good bag industry going right now.
Apparently.
Yeah, they can just go straight from, if they wanted to, just grab it right out of the...
Fresh off the craft store's workshop?
Yeah.
They can go to sleep, grab their scroll, write it up, and go back to sleep.
Should I build some beds in here, do you think?
Barely move 7 feet.
Efficiency, that's the key.
Yes.
Well, while I'm thinking about this, I'm gonna supply these guys with some
what are you doing?
Crossbows.
Oh.
I don't know how to do it though.
I don't know. Did you just delete a squad?
No.
Okay, you've got 2 squads. Which squad do you want to have the crossbow?
The top one, I think. These guys have no uniform. I'll give it to the bottom one. Did you shift W?
Yes.
And then regular crossbows. What?
It was right there. It was like the 4th one down.
Where?
This is the bottom, and then your guy.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Did you have to assign it to everyone?
Oh, like each individual person I have to assign it to?
If you're not using a uniform, yes. I don't know if there's a shift.
Oh, also, I don't have a squad commander?
Yes.
How do I replace him?
Well, you're not in this menu. Positions. P.
Positions. We'll make this ranger guy one, I think. This ranger guy. Oh, exited out. All right. One more time. W, and then we're just gonna...
No. First go to the equip menu.
Equip.
Now shift W. Again, I think you have to do it one at a time.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, so once you select, it doesn't kick you all the way out. You just hit right down, over, right down, or left, whatever it is. Yay!
All right, I just eventually have to give them somewhere to train to use those. And they'll be able to shoot some stuff or whatever.
Just send them to go kill things.
That's not a bad idea either.
It's a terrible idea. Well, maybe not a bad idea.
I want them to kill birds.
Yeah, go ahead. So send them after a falcon. I think you got one.
51?
You went backwards.
We're going down. See, stupid visitors.
This is why, yeah, I'm a little hesitant to concede defeat.
Uh-huh. I'm going to add in some, this cheesemaker can be a scholar too. We'll write some books. We'll get there. But that is going to do it with the one small step backwards for dwarf kind. We're going to end We Are Sudden Death next episode, right? Whoever has the most books.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
All right. Well,
I will say also, hang on, hit S. Choose, which one's your archers? The B.
The
Right?
slog lasers.
Hit K. Hit L. Let's send them after that buzzard. There you go.
Get them, boys! Hopefully they have their crossbows now.
That'll be fine. Okay.
Well, that'll do it for this week, folks. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you have seen and heard, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out our Patreon over at patreon.com/humanechoes. Our patrons are an important part of what makes this run, and they are valued members of the Human Echoes family. We will see you guys next week with more, the final episode of this wonderful fort, one way or the other, before we move on to new and better things. And as we mentioned earlier in the episode, we would love your comments and feedback on what to do as far as future challenges go and potential future challenging embarks. And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, Albert here. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, if you like the other things that we make, you should consider liking, subscribing to the channel, checking out our other videos, and most importantly, going over to patreon.com and becoming a patron. It helps us make the awesome things that you love, and it helps you get access to those things early. There should be a link on your screen or in the video description below. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you next time.